Hello everyone, welcome back to Manga Boys Manga Reading Log. I read 12 volumes, this is a twofer, that's a threefer, and then everyone else is one. So, that's a 12. That's a 12 volume read this week. Let's start off with Spy Family. Spy Family is a very popular series, as you all know. I do quite enjoy it. It is funny and comical. This one's more of a Lloyd episode. He plays tennis with Nightfall, so that's kind of neat. But what's really funny is afterwards where Yor thinks he's trying to get with Nightfall, and I'm like, oh my god, too funny, too funny. An excellent series. Definitely read it if you're not reading it. Or try to get your hands on it if you can. I know it's hard to get. But it's definitely worth it. Very funny, very lighthearted. They're still trying to get Desmond's dad. Or not Desmond's dad. Is it Desmond? Side boy, that's how I call him. Because that's, of course, what they call him. The most part when they see him. So that's fun. Gigant, I also read. This didn't come shrink wrap, so I was really confused when I did my unboxing. But it's because there's some boobs in it, but not many. Like right there, that'd be about it. Just about. Glad I had that angle. And she wears this milk shirt. She knows what she's up to. No good. The guys, I think they're from the future anyways. They try out ramen for the first time. They love ramen. Some guy knocks down her ramen. She starts crying. I start dying laughing. I couldn't even believe it. But the big drama happens, and that's they find out that Papiko is sleeping with this high schooler who's like 16, and well, that's illegal. Damn Papiko. So now they have to deal with that. They have to break up, but he's going to be back for her when he's old enough. So that was interesting. Here we have How Heavy Are the Dumbbells Volume 6. I've been dying to get this in. It's been months since I've ordered it. But it does take a while. They climb a mountain, pretty funny because they can't climb because they don't have very good stamina. Machio, very funny because look how big his leg is versus the rest of him. And then there's one part where they win a contest, and Machio's got to wear this suit, but you can see he's ripping at the seams because he can't contain his muscles. Oh, that was pretty funny too. You can see it back there as well. But again, this is a very good manga. It's a comedy gag manga about lifting and staying in shape. It's also like educational. I would say this is kind of one of the more tasteful educational ones, as I like constantly open up to like porn. But it's not all porn, guys. Okay, it's still pretty good. And Jason Statham has been the constantly reoccurring character in it, which is hilarious as well. You gotta love Jason Statham. So they call him Jason Statham. See, that's him right there. The little ghost hat. So I got this on a whim because I thought it looked kind of interesting. And since it's by 7Cs, I know it's probably out of stock or out of print as I'm speaking to you. This is Volume 1 of the Invincible Shovel. Where do I even start? So this guy, he thinks he's just a miner. He's been mining for over 1,000 years. And he's learned how to really use the shovel effectively. He can shoot laser beams out of it. He can warp through shovel space. He can snipe people. He can just like do anything really. And so this princess finds him, and she's saved by him. And she explains that there's this plot to take over the castle, and there's a doppelganger who says that she's her. Obviously she's not her, but that's the way it goes. And so the guy says, I'll help you, but I have to find a successor to my shovel. So she's like, successor to his shovel training? No, he wants to get me to have babies with him. And so she's like infatuated with the guy, and he's like, just straight-laced doing his thing. So it's pretty funny. I like that. It's kind of like a buddy cop manga, So one guy's an idiot, one guy knows what they're doing. It's pretty funny. I just hit the mic. Hopefully that wasn't crazy. Undated Luck Volume 4. We get some twists with this guy right here. We also finish up the Unrepair arc here with the Unmove guy. That was cool. We find out about a new kind of faction, I guess you could say. And the new faction is trying to be there and be in charge after the apocalypse, whereas they're trying to stop the apocalypse from happening. And so that's interesting. You find out one of the characters can steal the other people's on power, which is very neat. Continues to get a little bit better each time because it's hard to track where it's going. And so I didn't really see that twist in there until I read it, and I was like, damn, that's a good twist. But it's a pretty good manga right now. I would say if you guys thought the first one was keep reading it. If you guys thought the first one was great, well, I think it probably swings more my way than your way, but whatever. My Hero 11, Vigilantes. This continues to be a banger. Endeavor shows up. Popstep rather, gets, uncontrolled. She's finally back to her own body. We find this nice little bunny girl. Everyone knows who she is in real life. She's fighting underground. We find more out about Overclock's past and who Overclock 2 is. So that's interesting. It's really tuning up to be an excellent return for... I can't remember his name. Oh, shoot. I forget what he goes by, but it's like the Midnight Punch. Oh, man. How can I forget his name? Their master. I just haven't seen him in so many volumes now because he's been gone. Knuckle Duster, that's his name. Yeah, so it's really shaping up for Knuckle Duster to return. And so I can't wait because we've been missing Knuckle for a long time now, and so to have him come back will be excellent to the story. And a fine way to end it, cap it off. Grand Blue Dreaming Volume 10. This one's pretty crazy because... Let me tell you why this one's crazy, alright guys? As we all know, we left with our crush texting Iori to go see a movie. And Iori says, yeah, let's go. And then Iori's like, yeah, because you wanted to see this movie, right? And like everyone else was going to want to watch a different one. And she's like, yeah, sure. But she never gets to say, I love you. Well, she does, but she says it like full of food and things. So he doesn't really understand her, but everyone else in the bar does understand her, which is pretty funny. So that was cool too. Oh, and then there's this part where like they're losing a lot of weight. You're like, why is everyone losing weight? And then it's because they're in this lab. The lab, you only get 10 hours of sleep a week. So I was like really looking forward to seeing, Chisei have to be stuck there, but Chisei gets to get out of it. I was like, damn, we almost get to see Chisei suffer excessively like the rest of the guys, but no, not this time. Maybe next time. Pokemon Volume 9 Collector's Edition. This one wraps up the Fire Red Leaf Green and starts Emerald. I found out that, like, in the original volumes, they end up saying... What do they say? They start Emerald, like, in the same volume that they end Fire Red and Leaf Green. And I was like, why? So that was a little odd to me, but so far, Emerald is turning out to be a very cool read. He's going through the battle frontier, he's earning the stuff, and he's really odd. He's got this like cool extendo arm, which is neat. He's got these extendo legs, which is cool. He's getting a pretty decent team. He likes Pokemon battles, but not Pokemon, so that's interesting as well too. And our main heroes are rocks. They're rocks. They're rocks. What does that even mean? Well, they're rocks. Next, in Volume 10, we get to see the wrap-up of the Emerald arc. Ruby and Sapphire meet up with Emerald, and Emerald Sceptile remembers that I was once a Treco, and I was supposed to be born to a boy named Emerald, and so he meets Emerald, and he realizes who Emerald is, and all the other main trainers end up meeting up with them, and they explain how he got his extendo arms and extendo legs and things like that. And they say, I know how to make them not rock anymore, and they use Jirachi to do it. So that was really cool. It's very awesome to see all of the main trainers kind of fight together to take down this evil from Ruby and Sapphire's generation. That was a cool way to do it, and to have a little tease with Team Galactic. Team Galaxy? Team Galactic? I think it's Team Galactic. To hint into Sinnoh. They tease about this big tournament at the end of it, and they don't show you the winner. just too bad. But they end off on this really cool picture with all the Pokedexes, which I really liked. I would like them to do a collector's edition for this series. They even have his little Sinnoh 4 chroma thing at the end here. But that has not been announced. I really hope it happens. Well, I like how on the title pages they have, you know, what they've earned right there, which is pretty cool for the Battle Brains. But yeah, as of right now, this is the end of the Pokemon Adventures collection. You know, it is kind of a commitment to buy and read all this. This is like almost 30 volumes worth that came out super fast. It's over 300 chapters. They seriously like threw these out the door. I feel like every other month these were coming out, and so it was really hard to keep up with this, but I did it. I read them all the way through. It was a good read. It was a long read. Do I recommend it? I do, but only if you like Pokemon. If you don't have any interest in Pokemon, this is not gonna, you know, sway you. I would say that this story is better than any Pokemon game story, except for maybe Black and White. That one I have a personal favorite too. But you know, it is still Pokemon at the end of the day, and to know about the game and have a deeper understanding of the game gives you a better appreciation for this series as well, because there's certain mechanics and rules to the game that, having played the game, you can comprehend it in the story and how they adapted it a little bit better and appreciate it more. But that is it for today. This week, rather. What did you guys read? Anything good? Did anything I just talked about seem really cool to you? If so, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.